Hello and welcome to OSINT, Fun with Open Source Intelligence, brought to you by Pentester Academy. My name is Jamal bin Lakwa and I will be your host for this fun and exciting course. So today we're going to be talking about intelligence and reconnaissance on organizational and similar targets. Before we get started, I do recommend you look through Mike Zumac's blog. This is Mike Zumac from SecuritySift. He does have a really well-written piece here, and it is highly recommended. He's got a number of good points on what you should look for, and he tries to give you a certain approach. Now, I will give you my recipe, which you can use later on, but I do suggest you take a look at this. So today we're going to be talking about gathering intel on mossfon1, one of the big law firms that's been in the news recently with the whole Panama Papers scandal. This will be broken into two videos, and we'll get started. And a little bit background. So Mossack-Fonseca is one of the largest law firms around, and definitely one of the largest in Panama. That's where they're based out of, and they've been accused of assisting the wealthy hide their funds and that sort of thing through tax evasion and related stuff. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's great, but what exactly can I find with them? And everything's being leaked. What can I really find? Well, Google is a powerful tool, and information is everywhere, but you need to know how to look for it and what to look for. So let's start with some of the searches we can do. Okay, we can Google at mossfon.com, and that'll normally bring us up to their main page, which in itself is a good source for intelligence gathering purposes. But if you go through the results, you also come across a database in Hong Kong with a list of mossfon partners and corporate service people for that region. And that includes the name, their position, their email address, and their phone and fax numbers. Now, it's interesting because this list also shows you there are plenty of email addresses you can generate using at mossfon.com and their wildcard. Searches for these mossfon email addresses get us some rather interesting results. One of them includes a customer list which has at mossfon emails as contacts and suppliers, and you can find that at the link there. What's really interesting to me about this particular list is it actually includes the name of the individual who appears to have uploaded this. Now, I also came across various pastebin results for passwords and internal config settings and security scan results showing vulnerabilities and such on the site. I will show you some of these towards the end. I also came across a small cliche type club that some of these mossfon people belong to, and it's called the High Potentials Society member list, and I will show you that as well. And now, before we end off, I will show you a few of the things we found, and then we'll continue on in the next video. So this is the High Potential Society members list. It takes you to the members lounge, members list, and you can see Eduardo Fonseca, who is part of the senior team at the firm at mossfon, and you'll see his email address there. And this is an example of some of the things I found with my pastebin search, where you can see someone saying here is the login site, here's the web admin, here are the config settings, and I will let you take a quick look, and so on and so forth. Here is another one, and someone has said the specifics they use DuckDuckGo to search this, and the terms they used were site mossfon.com confidential, which is pretty funny because they pulled off database credentials and similar things here. This is a WordPress security scan series of results for mossfon.com. Someone's posted up here, and as you can see, it identifies a couple of out-of-date versions, and it includes vulnerabilities that need to be patched. Now, I looked for these Pastebin sites using the Pastebin and Collaborative Sites Intelligence Web Search, which you can find at InfoSec Mindstorm. And you can just Google InfoSec Mindstorm. It'll take you to my blog, and or you can just Google the Pastebin and Collaborative Sites Intelligence Search, and you will find that there. You'll recall I mentioned we came across a customer list. Well, the customer list is here. You can download it, and of course, link for it is on the slides and here as well. And most importantly, you can see who actually uploaded this. And this is the list I mentioned on mossfon personnel in Hong Kong, who you can find their position, their level of seniority, their email addresses, their phone number, their fax number, and the website. And if you really dig deep, you'll also find out what else these people, what organizations, associations, and papers they've written and such. And at mossfon or mossfon.com takes you to their homepage, which is filled with interesting things. And that is really all the time we have for now. So thank you, and we will continue on in our next video. Thank you.